Howdy, lieutenants and economists.
The most volatile, evil, disgusting things on the planet, humans. If you have a video request, you can always go to assholeconsulting.com.
Yeah, I am gonna charge you, kids. And that is the importance of not fucking up.
You are such an asshole!
Hello everybody, another video request. And as always, you can go to assholeconsulting.com, where if you need guidance, leadership, wisdom, blah, 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 you need me to tell you what to do, go there and I'll put together a video for you. Or an email response, as always, is another option. Hi, Aaron, I would like to remain anonymous. I'll be succinct, and then he gives me some information that I'll keep anonymous. I would like to contact you for a video response. I know you say you prefer emailing, but I enjoy your videos and podcasts and would like of one of my own. I'm currently completing my first year of college this spring. I have read both Worthless and Bachelor Pad Economics and plan on reading the rest of your books once finals are over in 2 weeks. Right out of high school, I chose not to go to college, but instead got into the trade, specifically drywall. This was in 2004 when the housing bubble was at its maximum inflation, and hanging and finishing drywall was insanely lucrative. Being both fluent in Spanish and English, I had no trouble being picked up for a drywall crew and getting straight to work. For roughly 4 to 5 years till the crash happened, I was pulling in around 85. Wow. 85,000 a year hanging drywall. Outstanding. When the crash finally kicked the housing market, my town was hit exceptionally hard, and most of the labor moved to greener pastures in California, Arizona, Texas, New Mexico, and North Dakota. I chose not to move with them because I felt the trade was just not as profitable as before. Instead, I chose to stay home in my home city and look for work. I was lucky, as I was quite proficient with computers and quite comfortable working around construction. I was able to land a job working for a company, installing cable and phone services in home and businesses. The work was enjoyable, and it flamed a fire for technology that has always been present, but this job made me want to learn more. I did this for about 2 years until 2010 when I was afforded the chance to seize another opportunity. This opportunity was a chance to work in the home construction again, but this time as a field supervisor. During this time, while the housing market was still in the toilet, it allowed the rise what I like to call the micro builder. When the national builders were forced to downsize in order to survive, they had to sell off a lot of their land on the cheap. The micro builders were companies that were able to buy up all the developed land and with their low overhead turn a tidy profit. I was lucky enough to be able to invest and work for one of these companies for 2.5 years as field supervisor. I was able in the end to double my initial investment on top of what I made. What do you need my help for? During this time, I was able to take advantage of the historically low prices of homes and outright bought 2 small 3-bedroom houses. One to live in and one to rent out. I decided to keep the rest of my money in liquid form, even in the house I live, and I have a roommate who covers rent and utilities and taxes, so I spend nothing on it. What? Dude, you played it right, man. What do you... When the housing market started to make a turn up, it was the swan song of the micro builders, but I feel I made out okay. I'm currently employed as a residential commercial drywall estimator and project manager. For the first time, I have stable hours with a stable workflow. I saw this as an opportunity to go to college and pursue another career as a computer programmer specializing in software development. All right. Plus, I love math in all of its forms, from its practicality in computer science to the beauty it can unease when channeled through a vibe. Good Lord, why don't you just become an author? You're right, exceptionally well. You should test your IQ because it's incredibly well written. You seem to excel at everything you do, and you're all over the place. I feel given my experience in residential construction, I can produce some amazing software for it, but I also know how important it is to know the trade you're going into, lest you waste money and time. Hence my wanting to get a degree in computer science, plus it'll allow me to network in that world and possibly recruit some young people, even if I do not meet anyone worthwhile. I am there, would be an alumnus, and thus able to recruit future students. After watching your videos and reading your books, my question is this. Is it wise to continue to go to college to complete my computer science degree and dip in my funds to pay for it? Or do I continue working and saving? I love my current job and would not mind doing it for the rest of my life or something similar to it, but I want something of my own. I currently have $100,050 in funds that are immediately available to me. Oh, man. And along for the occasional gun or computer upgrade I buy, I do not spend my money easily. So what is your take? Work upwards towards my degree in computer science and complete it when I'm about 33, or keep the current path I have now to try and start the software firm without having a degree? This turned out longer than I hoped. Thank you. All right, here's it. It seems like you got the Midas touch. Whatever you touch turns into gold, and you do very well at it. And here's, one in the hand is better than two in the bush. You said you have a job that you could see yourself doing for the rest of your life. I would hold on to that, dude. And because it's a for sure thing, it served you incredibly well in your past. You're in your young 30s. I don't even know if you are in your 30s. You're just kicking ass, man. And if you're happy with that job, stick with it. It wasn't until I was almost 38 that I find the job that I loved, and it's me. Hey, I have the bestest boss in the world. So I just stick with that, and then on a part-time basis, get your computer science degree. And if your goal is to start a business and it's programming, well, technically you don't need a computer science degree unless there's something else that you are unaware of that I am not. If it's just to learn programming, you could self-teach yourself that, and you don't have to go to college. It certainly wouldn't hurt you, though, I mean, to have a degree in computer science, and then should the housing market fail again or whatever, you got that to back up. But I would not be in a rush to get it, because you enjoy your job now. And you won. You won! You know how few people get few people have what you have? Very few. And there's this compunction on humans, especially ones who are driven and want to accomplish. You don't turn off. You want to keep going. You want to keep going. I mean, unfortunately, I can't stop. I have to stop myself. It takes initiative. It takes a lot of effort to, like, hey, you don't have to bang out 80 hours a day, or a week rather. But now I'm working on another project that's really cool. But anyway, I would work your job, part-time school, but ask yourself the question, if it's just programming you got to teach yourself, well, teach yourself that programming. I don't know if you need to go to school. But I think you would probably like school on top of it. It may just be worth going there, get your degree, meet other people, I think you would probably very much enjoy having the intellectual conversation with people there. I think you really, and you would kind of make those connections. Although I'm not a big fan of, I'm going to go to college for connections. Well, unless it's Harvard, and, but that's what I would do. I think the only fear I would have is you're going to try too hard and you're going to ruin what you had. I don't know how you can ruin it, but you'll burn yourself out, or you're going to try too much. You're going to have your fingers in too many things. And so I would two-prong approach, work your daytime job, go to college on the side, self-teach yourself, whatever it is, and put that together. And I think, yeah, man, you could have your own programming company or something like that. That'd be awesome. But man almighty, you're 28 years old. You're 28. And you got 150 grand cash in 2 houses. You don't pay the mortgage on either of them. You got a job you love, man. Shit. You come here and do my job. I don't know. Jesus Christ. I don't know why you're asking me, man. You just keep doing what you do. Anyway, best of luck. Oh, look out for the girls. That's one thing. I know you didn't ask about that. That's the landmine. The one thing that could torpedo all this is you get the wrong girl. You keep it on the down low that you don't have 150 grand in cash. You aren't successful. You don't own 2 properties. You lie. You're the type of gal, oops, the condom slipped. Oh, I forgot to take the pill. So look out for that. Anyway, best of luck, toodles.